Welcome, guys. Happy Tuesday evening. Crypto FUD. Let's jump right in. So, a few things we're going to get into. So, basically, I wanted to just touch base with Bitcoin. So, if you didn't see my video earlier, go ahead and watch it. But just going to basically state the same thing. It looked like we bounced off that support level at about 16,400, and we are currently sitting at about 16,900. So we did see a decent small rally today. What is it from? It could be anything. We do have some economic numbers that are going to be coming out tomorrow and Thursday in regards to the economy for the fourth quarter for America. So, and I think jobs reports is going to be coming out, stuff like that. These are small movers, can basically move the market slowly up, but it also can move the market down if the numbers do reflect anything that the investors do not want to see. So we'll definitely monitor that. But other than that, today Bitcoin looks like it had a great bounce off that support that I was speaking of, and I did draw this line prior to this bounce. Basically just got it from previous support from the last few weeks that we've kind of stayed and bounced off. We did dip obviously below, but then we went right back and stayed, using this 16.4 as some support. So we'll see how it goes. 17,000 seems to be our resistance as of right now. Hopefully, just like I always say with support, resistance is the same way. If we keep testing it, keep testing the resistance, eventually it'll break. So hopefully we can see that happen. I'm not expecting honestly a Santa rally, for the last week that we have of the year, but who knows with the markets, crypto especially, things can move very fast. So all we need is a little bit of some confidence in the market in regards to maybe some good news or something that we're not foreseeing right now that could come up, and it could shoot us up. It could start us up for a nice rally going into 2023. So we'll see how it goes. The dollar, DXY, as of yesterday, we kind of went stagnant at about $1.03, and we were kind of on our, not moving up, but looked like we were wanting to bounce. But then again, we did drop back down. One thing I did want to point out is if you look, we're slowly making lower highs whenever it does want to jump up. So this time was no different. Made another lower high, which is a good thing. It means that we can continue to say that the dollar is slowly creeping down. So we'll see how that goes. As long as this dollar strength starts reducing, that means the market could possibly see some recovering, and we could start seeing some better numbers. I did want to just jump right into a little move that I just made. Internet Computer, ICP. I jumped in, and I before I even say anything about this real quick, I wanted a quick story, but I know a lot of people have bad taste in their mouth with ICP. If you have been in the crypto space for a little while, the last few years, what I'm about to get into. This coin basically, when it started off, when it launched, it started off like around $40 or $50, and I mean within a day it was at $750. It had the craziest rally that you could ever think of, but it was so short lived. It dropped from 750 down to, I believe, it dropped from like 750 within like a day or two down to like 300, and it started slowly just dying, slowly but surely dying. And from what I'm gathering is it had something to do with FTX actually was shorting them heavily when they first came out. They basically saw ICP as some kind of a competition to their platform and to their ecosystem, so they sabotaged the launch and basically drove the price up and then shot it down. I know it's crazy to think, but from what I'm seeing and from what I'm hearing, I did watch a video from BitBoy. I do, I do look at him as a mentor in a lot of things because, he is very intelligent with the market, fellow YouTuber. I definitely give kudos to him. He's helped me out, not personally, but like with a lot of things. When we were last year, we saw a big drop, and he was just like telling everybody, just hold. We're gonna see some highs, and sure enough, we did see some highs towards the end of last year, and I was able to sell my positions and actually come out very well. So I always tip my hat to him with his knowledge and his drive for everything. So he did come out with a video, and I watched it, and he was saying the same thing in regards to people that he's been speaking with the devs and a lot of people that were in the back rooms of a lot of this stuff, and they basically were sideswiped by FTX, to make it simple, and their launch, it was a bad, it started off good, but it just was like crazy. They weren't expecting it to go from $50 to $750. That should tell you something. And then it shot back down even faster. But my story comes in, the Coinbase effect. If anybody knows, been in the space for like 2 years, it's not happening now, but before, a year and a half ago, if anything got released on Coinbase, that day you would see 100% gain from in that token because of it being released on Coinbase. That's how powerful they were. Everybody would be FOMOing in and just buying in, and just riding it up 150%, 100%, sometimes even crazier gains. So I was doing that for a while. I would find out what coins were dropping, and I would just buy in, like, right when it dropped, and sure enough, like, I'd say 9 out of 10 of them would always pop. It was just a quick, like, almost like I was just real quick day trading with a lot of these tokens. But ICP, I ended up finding out a little late, and I ended up not jumping in, but I ended up looking at it when it launched later in the day, and it already was at like $300. So I was like, I'm not touching this. It was already up like crazy 300, 400%, and I was like, I am not touching this. And it actually went all the way up to 750. And then it crashed down like crazy, but it didn't go all the way down to zero. It crashed down within like a few weeks down to about $100, and that's where it kind of stayed. And it was slowly, just like a few dollars every week, it would go down. So I was watching it, and eventually I ended up jumping in like around $40 or $50. This was like a year and a half ago, and I bought a nice considerable bag. And the market was still, this was like pre-bull market November of last year. I don't remember the exact dates, but I was able to buy in at like $40 or $50, and I ended up selling around, I remember the exact price, it was $88. So I ended up making, some good profits. I jumped out because I did my research with ICP, and I was like, the fundamentals are there. Like, this coin is, this token coin, whatever you want to call it, this project is... Honestly, they have the fundamentals behind it. They really, they need time. And with the whole the launch, everybody was so mad because a lot of people lost so much money out of it, and that's their own fault. But at the same time, it just put a bad taste in their mouth. So it delayed them, and it pushed them back a lot. So basically what I'm getting to is now I haven't touched them in a while, but now that they've kind of gone down and they've hit a local bottom of around $3, a little over $3, like $3.75 is pretty much where I bought it at. Pretty much where it's at right now. A little bit less than where it was at. I was able to jump in at like this small little dip right here, which was it was pretty much at like 360. So am I worried about 10-cent gain? Absolutely not. I'm actually just if it does drop more, I'm just going to dollar cost average in. This is my own opinion, not financial advice. Something that I'm going to be doing because at the end of the day, even before, I didn't want to sell, but it had a nice pump, and I was like, you know what, I'm just going to get rid of this coin for right now, and I was like, in the future, hopefully I'll have a chance to buy back in, because this is a project that, like I said, it's like, for me, like Cardano. Like, I believe in Cardano. I was a big believer, and I still am with Ethereum. I was a big holder of Ethereum, like years ago, and I bought and made a lot of money off of Ethereum. So I'm right there with ICP. You know, I think that they're going to be a big contender right now. It's a bigger cap coin. You know, it's a little over $1 billion. So I look at it as a secure buy. Will it drop less than where it's at right now? For sure. But is $3 a good buy-in? My opinion, it is. It's a great buy-in time. So I'm dollar cost averaging in my own, opinion, not financial advice, but because I believe in the project, and I'm gonna have another video which is gonna be strictly on ICP, and we're gonna break down the fundamentals and what exactly they bring to the table and why they're unique to any other coin that is out there right now. So we'll see how that goes. I just wanted to kind of tell you my history on this and what I've done. Another play. Remember last night I did buy into Gala. Gala's going through a lot of FUD right now. I didn't buy in crazy, but I did, dollar cost average it and buy a nice, nice portion, nice bag of some Gala too. Because right now what I'm doing is I'm getting all my ducks in a row. Getting all my ducks in a row. The market is down. All these coins are down 80, 90%. So I'm putting in money that obviously, I'm not willing to lose, but I don't want to lose it. But if I lost it, it wouldn't end my life, So, and that's what I always tell everybody is, dollar cost average in and just be smart with your investments. Know what you're buying in. The riskier plays, you want to, maybe not go all in. I mean, higher the risk, higher the rewards, but at the same time, you have a higher chance of losing, all whatever you invested in some of these coins. So something like this is like where I put this aligned with Cardano and even my Gala. It's a little bit. Gala is only $100 million market cap, but that's the reason why I bought into that. But this one's more like my Cardano and my Ethereum and stuff like that. This is a bigger play coin that I'm gonna I want to just start dollar cost averaging in and get a nice bag in and get my ducks in a row for this next bull run whenever it does occur. So that's pretty much it for that. Other than that, so just to recap, Bitcoin is doing all right. We're definitely still holding up. We're at about 16.9. We have some meetings coming out this week, and we'll see how it goes. The dollar still on its way down. Good thing. Other than that, I'll keep you guys posted. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. Thank you guys so much. Have a great night.